PT to the likes of Dua Lipa, Rochelle and Marvin Humes. He's no ordinary personal trainer. He takes a no-fuss, tell it how it is, factual and surprisingly fun approach to training. I feel like we all need a PMAC in our lives.
Am I living with JPH?
As you know, like we basically shoot where guests feel like most happy or most confident.
Yeah.
What is it about like Shoreditch and your garden that made you want to do this here?
I don't feel like this is Shoreditch because if you go around Shoreditch, it's a city, and I've created my own oasis here where you can actually have a garden. And for London, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
That's what I was saying to you earlier.
Yeah.
I'm like surprised to be in this little corner of like Shoreditch, but normally it's like a little balcony, right? That you have to climb through a window.
Exactly, yes. So, and I've created it in a way where it shouldn't be here, it should be somewhere else.
Yeah, like you're on holiday in your home.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's nice.
Yes, yes.
So can we go like back to the beginning of your fitness journey? How did your journey start? Before Shoreditch,
when I was in Camden, that's where it all started. It started, I would say, at 15, but probably before that. It's probably started from WWF.
Okay.
And Linford Christie.
Yeah.
And there was something about their bodies that I was just fascinated about.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to have muscles like Linford Christie, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, but I didn't know how to achieve that.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, there was no Instagram, there's no YouTube. Everything was encyclopedia, or you buy a muscle book and you do it that way.
Yeah.
But I was always fascinated by that body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how did you figure out what to do after looking at your idols?
There was a guy called Frankie, and he had a big chest, and everyone used to call him Big Chest Frank. And I just started training with him.
Yeah.
So my journey started correctly because I trained with somebody who was in great shape, and I was training like how he was training.
Yeah.
That's why I've got a big chest, because he had a big chest, and I used to work out like that with him.
So he used to like you train with him 4 days a week?
Whenever he went to the gym, I went to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that must have been like 6 days a week or something.
5 days, definitely 5 days a week. Monday, yeah.
And do you think it was like him or having these idols that you wanted to look like that?
It was him. I was in the era where boys had to be boys and strong.
Yeah.
Where if you're big, you're strong. If you're skinny, you're weak.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, because a lot of people ask like personal trainers or people who look like, you know, ideal goals body, like what's your secret?
Yeah.
Do you think there's like one secret, or do you think it's different things?
There's a lot of things, and what I find is that many PTs and many people out there have one trap mind.
Yeah.
And they say you have to do it this way.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do it this way, because every single diet works. Every single diet, it works, whether it's good or bad. The reason why it's been put out there because it has worked for somebody. Whether it's good or bad, that's another story. Everyone has their ways of doing things, like I have my ways. And I'm sure there's somebody out there who wouldn't agree with my ways, but their ways work, my ways work, and it doesn't matter what works for you.
So then you were training 6 days a week with Big, what's his name?
Big Chest Frank.
Big Chest Frank. I didn't want to get it wrong, to be honest, before I said it. And then did you get to like a point with him where some stuff wasn't working? You had to make a shift to make it work better for you?
Definitely not, because there was no distractions.
Yeah.
Whereas nowadays, if something isn't working, you go on social media, they give you another tip, and you try that out.
Yeah.
Whereas with me, that was it.
Yeah.
What he said goes, nothing else.
And for how long then were you following his workout, diet, sleep, routine?
Back in the days, there was no such thing as a diet. It was eat pasta, get big, eat pasta, get big. And that was literally the diet back in the days.
Yeah.
And
pasta?
yeah, literally.
Really?
Yeah, carb loads, literally.
I thought it was like that chicken and rice, the classic.
It was pasta.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that I could do that one.
It was pasta. Then I just stuck to it.
Yeah.
And after, when people start complimenting you,
Yeah.
that gives you motivation to continue.
What was like the biggest obstacle once you'd like started?
Stopping.
And how did you come out, like the worst time, for example, when you stopped? How did you?
No, I didn't stop. That was the obstacle. Stopping.
What do you mean?
I didn't want to stop.
Oh, yeah.
I was always worried, like, what happens when you stop?
Yeah.
What happens when you do, like, can I do this forever? And even today, that's how I think. Like, I always tell myself, can I do this forever? Can I do this forever?
Yeah.
Like, can I wake up every morning at 4:30 forever? And that's what actually probably is my downfall. I always question if I can do it forever. Oh, can I go to the gym forever? Can I do yoga forever? Can I do Pilates forever? Because most people focus on 3 months goals. I'm focused on, can I sustain this for forever?
What's the motivation to want to do it forever?
Just
like a love of it, or?
I love it, definitely love it. Mainly, I think it's just because I signed up for it.
Because like once you say you're doing something, then you're doing it.
Yeah, I've signed up for it.
So that's like a mindset thing, right?
Yeah.
So then, like we were talking a minute ago about, is it one thing that's the secret? But like some people say it's having the right goal. Some people say it's mindset.
Yeah.
Do you think it's that mindset that you've told yourself, I'm doing this thing, that's your secret?
No, mine is consistency.
Yeah.
Because I've done yoga, been to the gym, I've done other stuff, I've learned how to cook and everything. But the difference was I was always bad at these things. But once I've consistently kept doing it, I became good at it.
All of them, right?
All of them.
Yeah. And once you know that.
And once you understand that, then you realise that everything you put your mind to, it may take 1 month, it may take 2 months, it may take 3 months, but if you keep on knocking on the door, then you'll get there.
So like, basically the trick is if you tell yourself consistency is the key to success, then it motivates you to do it?
No, my trick is basically, I don't want to be that person who says something and doesn't do it.
Yeah, credibility, right?
Yeah, because I can't tell my client to go walk 10,000 steps every single day and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you to eat a certain way and I'm fat.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that on one of your posts somewhere on Instagram, and that was like my favorite thing. It was about doing the steps.
Yeah, so one of my non-negotiables were, I remember that 5 non-negotiables, and one of them basically is, if I have something bad for lunch, I can't have something bad for dinner.
Yeah.
I make sure I do 10,000 steps. I make sure I do my 3-4 workouts a week. I make sure I do yoga a week. I make sure I walk a week. I make sure I run a week. But these are just basic things that I make sure I do. They're not I'm not trying to create
like some secret thing, right?
I'm just trying to stick to these. Stick to the foundations, and everything else will fall in place.
And if I'm being totally honest, like even when I'm traveling, getting to the gym every time, consistency is probably where I fall back.
Yeah.
So I'm just like trying to understand if there's like something, is it the mindset, is it something else? Because in one of your one of your most recent reels, what I really liked is you were explaining where your fitness journey started.
Yeah.
And I understood that you were saying, like, one of your underlying motivations
With girls.
to find somebody to appreciate your hard work.
Yeah. So what I was saying there was, I've realised by watching TV that most people who are a certain size or a certain way settle for a relationship because that's all they can get.
Yeah.
I want to be number one.
Yeah.
Where I can say, I want to be with you because I like you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be with me just because that's all I can get.
Yeah.
I want to be at the pinnacle and be able to approach any woman I like.
Yeah.
And believe I can have them because I'm in the best shape, I look the best for myself.
Yeah.
Whereas I believe some people settle because that's the best they can get.
I understand what you mean. Like, that's a mentality thing.
Yeah.
So then, like, is there a certain goal that you're trying to reach before you go and ask someone?
No, because just because it's not on social media, I do date regularly.
No, you said that, right? You were talking about that on the gram, man.
Yeah, I do date regularly. I do meet girls. Like I am, as they say, very active in the dating world. And when I was with my 3 previous girlfriends, or 2.5 previous girlfriends, I always knew straight away that I wanted to be with them within 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And nowadays, because it's so Deliveroo.
Yeah, man.
I'm not getting that 5-minute feeling now.
Yeah. Because it's like you got to do it the old school way, you know? Like the deliverer ain't going to deliver you the goods, are they? They mess up sometimes, they don't deliver on time. You put so much like hard work, consistency, time into your body, your work, your career. Basically, when you're looking for a partner, you should like make a list of what you're looking for and then ask yourself, have you done all of those things? Because we basically attract, you know, the law of attraction. We attract the energy that we give off. Do you feel like you've done, like, if you're looking for, are you looking for a girlfriend right now?
I'm not going to say I'm not looking, but I'm not looking because whenever I've met a girl, they've always caught me off guard.
And we like that or we don't like it?
I like that.
Right, yeah. And that hasn't happened?
Not yet.
Yeah. So yeah, coming back to my other point, do you feel like you've done, you know, like the physical, the mental hard work you've done in your career, do you feel like you've done that same level of like emotional work?
I believe that I've made mistakes in my previous relationships that I can acknowledge, and I understand that. But I'll always say to any girl that I meet that if you're going to date me, please have patience with me for the first month or so, or a month or 2 or 3 months, because I live by myself.
Yeah.
I work for myself. I pay my own bills. I do everything for myself. For me to share that with you, or share my time with you, it's going to be hard. For me to tell you I'm going to be home at 5 p.m, it's going to be hard. For me to tell you, oh, should we do this today? It's going to be hard because I'm used to answering to myself and no one else.
Yeah, man.
And I understand that I have to give some of that away when I get into a relationship.
But that's underselling yourself, isn't it?
It's not underselling myself, but because I'll still approach the same girls. Yeah. But I'll tell you that, be patient with me.
Yeah, from the get-go.
Be patient because I'm 37.
Yeah.
I've been 2 relationships.
Yeah.
One 18 months, one 6 months.
Yeah.
So let's say I started dating when I was 16. That means I've probably been in relationships for I've been single for 15 years.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying, like, you put so much hard work into that, and then when you're saying to me, like, my first thing I say to the girls is, can you just bear in mind that these are some of my things?
I will never say that to a girl that I've just met.
Yeah.
I have to be 3 or 4 dates in.
Yeah. I mean, I say it straight away, I'm busy, I'm working. You're going to have to, like, understand it. But, like, I don't know, I just wanted your opinion on, like, do you think, like, we have to do a certain amount on ourselves in order to bring that energy, you know? Like, because you said it yourself. you want to let a girl know after 3 or 4 dates that like these are my rules.
No, not my rules. Just basically bear with me. Let me learn how to share.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to share right now.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, I'm going to the gym at 4 p.m. and I'm going to the gym. Whereas in a relationship, you might have plans for 4 p.m. with us. You might have plans. You might have made dinner tonight.
Yeah.
That you want me to stay and have with you. And that's not talking about being selfish and not selfish. Learning that I don't have to answer to anyone right now.
Yeah.
And I understand that the biggest mistake people make in relationships is communication.
Yeah.
And right now I don't have to communicate with anyone.
Yeah.
Like you coming here today is fine, because why not? Whereas if I was in
You're letting somebody in your life.
If I was in a relationship, I'd just let you know, I've got people coming over today. Just little things.
Am I living with JPH?
I don't know if this is true,
Yeah.
but did you learn to swim only a few years ago?
I did learn to swim about 4 years ago now. And that was because, you probably understand this, when you go on a nice holiday and you're on a boat,
Yeah.
but you're scared to be on the boat. Because you're scared if you fall off the boat, you can't save yourself.
Yeah.
And I actually wasn't scared for myself. I actually hate kids on the boat.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't stand kids on the boat because kids just run up and down and I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That used to scare me because I said to myself, if a kid fell off the boat, I can't save you. I'm gonna have to run and find someone to come save you, and by that time it could be too late. Whereas I should just jump in and save you.
Yeah, man.
But I can't. And by that time, and just imagine having that regret that something happened to your kid because you couldn't jump in and save them.
That was your motivation to learn to swim?
It was that, and also that was literally 20%, but the main motivation was I was on a boat in Ibiza and we went to Formentera.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so basically I was on a boat and there's a picture of me on the boat. Imagine this is the edge of the boat, but I'm literally here saying, live my best life, but what you can't see, the reason why I can't take a picture there,
Yeah.
I'm scared to be on the edge. And then I said to myself that this will never happen again,
Yeah.
ever. I'm not going to be on an amazing holiday, on an amazing boat, and take a picture of myself saying I'm living my best life when I know for realistically I'm not living my best life because I can't jump into the water.
Yeah. But that's like 3 reasons. Accountability,
Kids.
like the kids,
Yeah.
like, oh my God, that makes me feel like a terrible person. All of your like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like understand like the key things that get you like working out every day, because I still feel weirdly stuck on like how do you instill a life of consistency?
How do you instill, because we live in a world where being inconsistent is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like, I love that, because when I asked you this before, like how do you go to the gym every day?
Yeah.
You said, how do you eat?
Yeah.
Right? And that makes sense to me because it's like so simple.
Yeah.
But like there's, you know, that premise where we end up being our parents.
Yeah.
I eat every day because I was told to eat every day.
Yeah.
Whereas like my parents, they didn't work out at all. Like it's me that's motivated me, and like you said, like goals and other things. For people who don't have that like pattern already, what do you tell those kind of clients in order to get consistency?
Find your why. Literally find your why. Find your purpose to why you want to work out. And it can be so stupid, honestly. It could be anything. It could be I'm going to a party.
Yeah.
I'm going to my 50th birthday. Because once you find your why, you're never going to stop. Most of the time, people's whys are so small.
Yeah.
I'm going to Ibiza
Yeah.
in next week. I need to lose a stone. I'm going to this. But if you have like a year why, next year I'm going to be 40. So I'm going to actually want, not me personally, but in general, I'm much younger than 40. If you have, say, next year I'm going to be 40, I've got a year to go, okay, that's it. I'm going to make sure that I'm in the best shape possible for my 40th birthday.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to my 40th birthday and be like all the other 40-year-olds who look like they're 60 and going to die.
Yeah.
That's my why.
Do you think that's a strong enough why for people?
For me, 100%. Like, I will not look 50 when I'm 50.
Yeah.
I want to look 35.
Yeah, yeah.
I will not look 40. Like, the people around me can look 40.
Yeah.
Big bellies, rounded shoulders. That's their problem.
Yeah.
But for me, perfection every single day is what I aim for. Even though I'll never touch it or get there, the aim is perfection every single day, and giving myself the best chance of being perfect is drinking my water, doing my steps, going to the gym, doing my yoga. That's my idea of being perfection every single day.
Yeah.
If I don't do that, I'm being disrespectful to my body.
Yeah. That's what it is as well. It's like a respect for your body, isn't it?
Most of the time, I always tell people this is, if your friends treated you how you treated your body, they wouldn't be your friends.
100%, right?
But you're allowed to do that to your body.
100. No, I think that though, because the better and healthier my body is, the better you can do everything, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, you know, if you're sat on the sofa eating a Domino's every day, like, how are you going to look after the people around you? How are you going to be there?
And most of the time, it's never you that suffers. Like, if you're sick today, it's not you that suffers. It's your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister who suffer, because they're more worried about you, whereas you feel you've got it under control.
Yeah.
But they're worried because they don't know exactly what it might lead to.
That's true though, because when I lost loads of weight, my motivation was that I didn't want my kids, I don't have any kids, but in the future, right, for them to have somebody who's unhealthy. That was my motivation. But for me, even that wasn't like enough to create consistency. So there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle, right?
Lots. Like, I didn't start the gym for health reasons. I started it because I wanted girls to look at me and be like, wow, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Same thing with yoga. I didn't go to yoga to get flexible. I went to yoga because I knew that was a female-dominated area.
Yeah.
I could pick up girls there. But guess what? In 2009, I started yoga. It's now 2013.
Yeah.
So that's 14 years of doing yoga because of one stupid reason that had led me to become now I'm a teacher. Now I'm a yoga teacher. I actually go to yoga because I actually love yoga.
Yeah.
And that's literally what it could be. So stupid that it's a seed that I planted. Now it's the tree.
What is it about yoga that keeps you doing it?
I just love it. I just love how it tests me. I just love how I can go to a class and you see someone better than you in class. I know they say it's your own yoga, but for me, that pushes me to say, if they can do it, that means I can do it. Yeah.
Like all of the parts of it. Do you like the meditative, the fitness?
I don't like the breathing part of it. I never breathe there. I'm not doing that. The stretching part, the movement part, the looking at somebody who looking at you when you're suffering and they're looking at you like they're suffering with you, and they're there with you.
Like the being together with people.
Yeah.
So then what's like your approach to all your different clients? Do you have like, when you do one-on-ones, do you tailor it for them, or is it the same thing?
But most of my clients are 90% of clients are female.
Yeah.
And I have to understand how females think, and I'm not going to be brave enough to say I know how females think, but I understand how a female body works compared to a male body.
Okay.
Whereas a male can lose. There's no reason why a male should be overweight compared to their female partner. It's impossible. No reason why.
That makes me as a woman feel amazing.
Because a woman goes through a menstrual cycle. She bleeds for 4 to 5 days. She puts on weight during that period. Then she goes through her ovaries, and she goes through her luteus phase. But there's no reason, and this is her hormones. Whereas a man just does that.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why a man should be bigger than their partner.
Yeah.
If they are, sorry, but they're just lazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then how does that tie into making the plan? Because you understand women.
Because if I can tell you about your menstrual cycle, I've already got you. Straight away. Yeah.
So then, like, you don't need to ask anyone anything. You can just look at them and tell them their work.
No. But I can ask you what day you are on today, if you were training, and you'd be like, okay, I'm on day 14. I'm like, cool. Today's the day where we can go hard.
Oh, so you base part of your workout on the
Yeah.
menstrual cycle?
Yeah.
I've never heard that in my life. That's
Yeah.
madness.
Yeah. Don't you ever feel like if you're on, depending on how many days, if you're on 28-day menstrual cycle, around day 13, 14, 15, when you release the egg, blah, blah, where you're going to be pregnant, or should be pregnant, it's a day where you can really go for it.
Oh, wow. They should put that on the Whoop. Because that's something they need on it, because they've got strength now. But I love that you told me that.
Yeah.
And then, like, how do you do, like, tailor your workout, menstrual?
So basically, everything, the basics are 10,000 steps,
Yeah.
3 litres of water,
Yeah.
7 to 8 hours sleep. Those 3 are the basics.
Yeah.
Like, whether you're female or male, 10,000 steps, drink water, sleep.
Yeah.
It's weird because over the last week or so, my goal has been sleep. And I'm feeling some kind of way that I haven't felt for a long time. Like my energy levels, I feel more alert.
Yeah.
Like right now, if me and you have the conversation last week, I'll be tired.
Really?
But since Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I've been trying to get 7 to 8 hours sleep.
Yeah.
And that's been my main focus. Like,
Yeah.
don't do 5 hours. Like, even if you're in bed, switch everything off. And I've noticed how alert I am and how much thinner I feel.
In 3 or 4 days?
Of good night's sleeping.
Yeah. Because you use this as well, and I use
I-
this for sleep.
Yeah.
And then, because I was looking at yours on Gram again this morning, because I think you got 6 hours and it wants you to have 10 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Is that to get 100% of your sleep? You know, like.
That's because I'm always active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it wants you to have loads of sleep for restoration.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so do you feel fine on 6 hours of sleep?
I was doing less than that. Before a week, I was doing 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I always used to wonder, why my head so dizzy? Now,
Yeah.
after Whoop,
Yeah.
my head isn't as dizzy.
Yeah.
I can talk to you and have a conversation with you. I'm not waiting for you to shut up so I can go sleep.
I said let's start this at 3 p.m. so you had time for a nap, hopefully, beforehand.
Yeah, but because of the Whoop,
Yeah.
I believe it's going to help me become a better person.
Yeah.
And it's crazy me saying that because if I can sleep, I have more time to hear you, listen to you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get easily agitated by what you say.
Yeah.
I'm going to be more happier.
Yeah.
I'm going to be it's just literally, that's the only aspect of my life I believe that I'm struggling with.
Do you think you're going to try and aim for your 10 hours?
I'm going to try and aim. I'm trying to get my goal is 90% in October.
Yeah, consistently, right?
Yeah, 90%.
Because I've done it on the Whoop, March of this year, when I was trying to do 100% on Whoop, which it was also asking me for 9-10 hours.
Yeah.
Most nights I was like I was working out like 4 days a week. And in like 1 month of doing it, I have never felt better.
Yeah.
You know, like even now, like my sleep is between like 6 and 8, and it's the sleep quality isn't great. I'm not getting enough like deep sleep, and I'm not getting enough restorative sleep. But that period, like, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You can like tell, I feel better, don't wake up tired,
Yeah.
can hold a conversation,
Yeah.
right? But what do you think it is that stops you from getting good sleep? Because I think everybody has this.
Social media, mainly.
Look in your phone.
Looking at my phone.
Yeah.
But my biggest fear always is that something's going to happen to me.
Whilst you're sleeping?
Yeah, or something's going to happen. That's why I rarely put my phone on airplane mode, but now I do. Just goes to airplane mode.
What's going to happen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You live by yourself. You're like, you tell yourself, okay, what if I don't wake up today, or else I'm in. Because when I used to drink, not a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
When I used to go on like on all dayers, I used to go back home.
Yeah.
Now I think of it, it probably was the vodka. I used to get sleep. Is it sleep apnea?
Yeah, where you just stop breathing for a bit.
No, where you're awake but you can't move.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's the most scary thing ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're telling your hand to move, and you just can't move.
Yeah.
So you're basically sleeping but you're awake, and I think that was probably definitely vodka at the time.
Yeah.
But that's what fears me. That's why I used to be so scared about put my phone in airplane mode. But
yeah.
that's why I have a lot of guests around all the time, because if I have a guest around, I sleep the best.
Yeah.
Phone's on airplane mode. They sleep. They know if I'm not up by 5 p.m., 5 a.m., there's something wrong.
Yeah. But the way we always come out, like, because you've motivated me to in terms of changing my mindset on consistency, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that, but let's see where we get to in a couple of months. But the way to overcome fear is to do the thing that you're afraid of.
Yeah.
So like, you're doing the Whoop thing, couldn't you like try turning your phone off in 1 month and seeing where you get to? Because you're going to survive.
No, listen, it's off every night now. Like airplane mode.
Yeah.
Just not on Saturday, just in case I get a lucky phone call. But but it is off, and the best thing about the Whoop is the alarm.
Yeah, it's gentle, but it's good, right?
and like, I don't think people understand how beautiful the alarm is.
That's so funny you say that, because I've never thought about it, but I'd love it.
Yeah. And
it's the right vibration, right? Yeah.
And even if you lose connection, like even if you trap it, you're sleeping on your hand. It doesn't lose connection.
Yeah.
And what I like about the Whoop is also, because I always get up before my alarm, and what I do now is I don't leave my bed until my alarm. I feel like vibration.
Yeah, because then you're getting your rest, even if you're not fully asleep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with sleep, like, it's different for everyone, but you seem to, like, your workout and your fitness is still good on 4 or 5 hours.
And that's what scares me.
Yeah, I get that.
Because I say to myself, if I'm this good at this level, how great could I be at 90%?
Yeah, you know what could be fun? Because I just did a test of my metabolic. I'm 34. My metabolic age is 20. But like, I'm not strength training remotely enough, right? Because the test showed me. But if you did a test now, then in 3 months see where your Whoop is. I wonder how much your age would go down, right? Because like, you're so fit that there must be like mad results for that. Sorry, I get really like, when we're talking about Whoop, I'm like get excited about like data on health.
#ad.
Yeah, it basically is, right?
Hit the follow button on the podcast platform where you're listening to this.
But like, to talk more about like workout and fitness and that stuff, because you do yoga, then you do like cardio, then you do strength. Why do we want to be doing like different things or a combination of them?
Because our body is stupid and it wants to be confused, and when it's confused, it grows. It does other stuff. Yeah, like you have to treat the body like it's a baby. Teach it how to walk. Teach it how to run. Teach it how to do a headstand, and that's how your body grows.
Yeah.
When you confuse it and make it. Oh, this is uncomfortable. Okay, now I need to get to that strength.
Yeah.
If I keep on doing weights, like honestly, I could be in the best shape in the world.
Yeah.
But I won't be able to touch my toes.
Yeah.
And with fitness, somebody's always looking to catch you out. Oh, you're strong, but can you run? You'll run. Oh, but can you touch your toes? Oh, you can do yoga, but can you lift weights?
Yeah.
And they're always looking to catch you out.
Yeah. Because somebody can always do something else, right?
But what about you've got a human being who's amazing like me, who can do everything? There you go.
Yeah, is that why you do everything, the competition spirit? Or is it because it feels good to do it?
It feels good, and it feels good when people feel that they're more flexible than me.
Yeah.
Especially when the skinny girls in yoga, I'm like, yeah, right, let's see that. we'll go for it today.
And then, what are your goals? Like, are you maintaining now, or are you trying to build more muscle?
My goal is to stay sexy. That's the truth. That's not even the truth. That's not even a lie. Literally, my goal is to stay sexy. My goal is to be. I want to make sure that. I remember someone said to me that years ago, the day people stop looking at you is the day that is over.
Yeah.
I want people to still look at me and go, wow, he's sexy.
Yeah. But like, I think that's all a mindset thing. You've got to just believe you're sexy, then you are.
Don't give me that.
I mean it. That changed my life, that thing.
Yeah, but listen,
but I never got your body, so maybe I had to do it.
Listen, you want someone to say that you're sexy. It just feels good to hear someone else.
Yeah.
Women literally picture themselves in the outfit. How do I look, Sandra? Oh, you look great. You can go out.
Yeah, so men should be allowed to do it.
Yeah, so my goal is to be sexy. Oh, sorry, stay sexy.
I love that. I think that should be your tagline,
stay sexy,
right?
Stay sexy.
100%. So like we should all be doing different workouts, cardio, this, changing it all the time.
Yeah.
And then like say your goal is to be sexy, like how do you plan your like workout, or do you just, is it a free for all for you?
So my structure's been the same for the last 20 years.
Right.
Only 2 weeks ago I've actually changed it a little bit.
Okay.
Because I used to train my legs like a bodybuilder.
Uh-huh.
But I realised that I play tennis and I run.
Okay.
So now I've changed my legs into a more of an athlete style training.
Okay.
Because I want to become a better runner. I want to be able to move better at tennis.
Yeah.
Me doing these heavy weights does nothing for my legs but make them be in pain for 48 hours.
Yeah.
I need legs that can actually work for me when I'm running to play tennis or running to run a 5K.
So then I suppose everybody's workout is designed for themselves and what their goal is. No, it's the same.
No. For me, I will try and create that for you, but most people just copy people's workout based on how they look.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I just want a Dua Lipa's body. How do you get me it?
That's literally it. Like most people just copy people's work based on how they look. They don't look into what they do.
Yeah.
Or why they're doing it. You just do it. Oh, they look good. I'm doing that.
Yeah. And do you think it's good to do it that way, or? Yeah. So you've got yours now. How do you do that for clients? Like if my goal, for example, is I need to be stronger and I just want to be toned.
Yeah. I would always suggest women to do 3 sessions of strength training a week.
Yeah.
Do a cardio session, do a yoga session, and maybe I don't feel like a woman needs to do Pilates. Sorry, if they do yoga and strength training together.
Because it amounts to the same thing.
Pretty much.
Yeah, except for the reformer, because that thing is a beast. What is your opinion on that?
It's a lady in personal workout.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because women do it because they don't sweat in it.
That's not why I do it, because it hits muscle. To me, it hits muscles that I've never felt in anything else.
And that is true. But I feel like that's the icing on the cake, that reformer. So
that makes you feel better.
You do your main workout, which might be the gym or go for a run, but then you do the reformer after. It's the icing on the cake.
What do you mean you do it after?
You do it after, like on the same day, you do it straight after.
Oh God, I'm not that beastly. I do an hour or an hour and a half of reformer.
But that's just me, and everyone's different. Everyone might have a different opinion on that.
Yeah, but no, like it makes sense. Like if you can do everything with yoga, which are the movements, and you can do the strength with the gym, then it's superfluous. You don't need the Pilates.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But then, so do you know if the reformer does get to different muscles?
No, it does. It 100% does.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic for athletes who are recovering from injuries.
I feel like I've got put in my box. Like I can never do reformer again.
And it'll be great before a leg workout because it'll activate your glute muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just not beast mode workout. So what's the point?
It's because listen, there's a point to it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to take that away from anyone. But the point is that it's just too slow for me personally. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
And I've done reformer. And I've struggled in it. I'm not gonna say I haven't struggled. I've struggled in it. But after I've left, I didn't feel like I feel pumped, or I feel like I feel lighter.
That just is telling me I need to work out more to get on your level. So then, like I was talking to a mate recently, and they were telling me to do more. Is it hypertrophy rather than HIIT?
Yeah, most people shouldn't do HIIT.
Yeah, I think I need to get off and stop doing it.
Because when I watch people do HIIT, they do the exercises wrong.
Because they're trying to do it too fast.
Yeah, and that's the main problem with HIIT is HIIT should be an experienced person's workout.
Yeah.
Because the people who do it just do it because they're going to lose. They believe they're going to lose weight, but they're not doing it correctly. So they actually cause themselves more damage. Their push-ups are off, their squats are off, their lunges are off, their sit-ups are off. They're just trying to do it quick and to catch that sweat.
Yeah.
Make yourself feel good.
But you get better at it. You know, like you're saying, you start then you get better.
I don't feel like they give you enough time to get better at it.
In a HIIT?
Yeah. Like the foundation of the HIIT should be, you should be able to do 10 press-ups, 10 squats, 10 lunges, 10 burpees, and just because they're the foundation of HIIT.
Yeah.
And most people do HIIT, just jump to the floor and just do,
yeah.
and just too quick, and I can't see the benefit. More, do you hypertrophy workouts where you learn?
Yeah.
And you build strength. And the word build muscle don't mean you're going to build muscle, because I've always told women this: if you can get stronger or muscly within one workout, please give me the recipe. I can sell this to guys. There's a lot of skinny guys out there who would love to be massive within one workout. So get that out of your head that you're going to get big, because you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, so we should be doing three, just like, exactly as I said at the start, it's like no messing around, no hiding from it.
Don't negotiate with yourself.
Yeah, that's solid. Yeah, so is that what it, I'm still trying to get to the bottom of that. Like, you work out 5 days a week because you told yourself.
No, I worked out 5 days a week because that's what was installed when I was 16.
Yeah.
Big chest Frank.
So everybody needs a big chest Frank.
Needs a big chest
That's
Frank.
The summary, right?
But the problem with big chest Frank is people won't accept his language towards them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not nowadays.
Not nowadays. They'll be screaming mental health.
What do you? But that must have helped you.
No, but that's my school. That's how I became great at yoga. A yoga teacher. That's how you speak to us.
Yeah.
Like you better do it. You better blah blah blah. You better get on like. And he used to scream at us. I used to be like, wow. I thought this was yoga. This is peaceful. But no, it literally was like boot camp.
Really.
If you couldn't do it today, you couldn't do it today.
Yeah.
If you can do splits, he'll push you into it. If you can do Batman, he'll push you into it.
Yeah.
And I loved all that.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of what I like about what I understand of your approach. Yeah. Like, you're not going around doing that to people,
no,
right? Anyway, we know that. But I think it's like, we make too many excuses. Yeah. You know, like, people make too many excuses. But if you just say you're going to do it, no negotiation. Yeah. And like basically shut up. Yeah. That's how anybody who did anything who's successful. Yeah. So why should it be any different?
Because we live in a new world where
political correctness. You know,
there's 20 sexes. There's political correct. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not a fan of the new world.
But that's the old school like success, and it works, right? And now we can't talk about it. Yeah. But it's the truth of how you do stuff.
Yeah. And you can't tell someone to get to the gym because they're overweight, because you might have hurt their feelings. But the truth of the matter is, being overweight isn't healthy. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you want to spin it, body confidence, whatever you want to say, it is not healthy. Open up your body, look at your liver, look at your kidney, look at your side. I promise you, it's telling you right now it's not healthy. So however you want to say, however you want to approach it, it's just not healthy.
But you're preaching to my choir, because like all physical pain, all pain is a sign from your body telling you, hello me, something's not right. Can you like look at what's going on? Yeah. But everybody goes to the doctors and goes, can I have medicine for it? They don't like you know, with your neck, you just recently had your
still do.
Yeah, but your approach has been, what have you been doing? Like going to the chiropractor? Have you been taking paracetamol and stuff for it?
No chance.
Right, but nobody, it's like we've all been brainwashed with the wrong information to not look inside the liver, not look inside, not to do it. But how did you injure it? Sleeping?
I injured it sleeping, but today morning I realised how I injured it now, because I went on YouTube to understand what I'd done. And the reason why I injured it was because whenever you're on your phone like that, these muscles become tight. Yes, the phone injured it.
Phone.
And what happened was, when I was on the phone last week Tuesday, when I was sleeping, I woke up. No, I went to bed at 4 o'clock for a power nap, as you do. I meant to get up at 4:30. Then I overslept to 5:20.
Yeah.
And I had to be somewhere at 5:30. So I got up so quickly.
Yeah.
And when after I felt it click, and I felt fine. And the next day, I was like, oh wow, I just can't move. Turn like a bus.
But then you're saying you're not using your phone as much, so is it kind of had a benefit in the end to motivate you to stop using your phone as much?
Listen, I'm not one of those people who say that I need to be off my phone, because I don't really care, because
I agree.
Yeah, no, I'm trying not to use my phone after 9 o'clock in bed.
Yeah. No, I can't I also am online, so you can't do too many things as well, right?
Yeah, just try and get everything done before 7 o'clock, edit videos by 8, get in bed by 8:30.
Yeah.
Sleep,
So like, I did want to ask you, because I'm all about like myth busting.
Okay, let's go.
And on like food,
Yeah.
which is where I think everyone gets it wrong,
Yeah.
I've seen you make one of my favourite things, which is a McDonald's home egg McMuffin.
Yeah.
Like, what's the big deal? Why we are allowed to eat them?
The problem with McDonald's and KFC is
make one at home.
it's not even that. The problem with McDonald's and KFC is that they're not the worst restaurants in the world. They're not. And the reason why they get the biggest slack is because they're the biggest.
Yeah.
It's nothing else, because I promise you, we eat fried chicken somewhere else, probably worse. We eat a burger somewhere else, probably worse.
Yeah.
The reason why McDonald's and KFC get the biggest slack, because they're the biggest in the world.
Yeah.
But we eat chips, we eat other stuff, we eat burgers, we eat other stuff, we eat candy, we do this, but they just seem to get the slack of it.
Yeah. So it's okay to like eat a egg McMuffin if you're working out. Me, that was one of my favourite post-workouts. Occasionally, right?
Listen, if I wouldn't eat an egg McMuffin after a workout.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it's better to eat it after a workout.
Yeah.
Your muscles will suck it all up. But if we're going to say very clearly, you shouldn't be eating that food full stop. But it's impossible nowadays to avoid that food because
that's what it is.
It's everywhere. It's in your face.
Yeah.
And the only thing I say is our food is better than American food.
100%.
Much better than American food. Like, I believe our food is the best food in the world.
In England?
In the world, yeah.
Well, we have everything though. Every other cuisine, every country's cuisine is right here in Shoreditch.
And I went to Lake Cornwall last year, and I was pleasantly surprised that the pasta didn't taste as good as the UK.
Some restaurants for Italian are kill here, right?
Yeah. And I realised that because UK is so multicultural, we get everyone's seasoning into one place. Yeah. And what happens is, because everyone's competing with each other, the food has to be great.
The level is so good. I've travelled everywhere, and to this day, and I lived in Paris for 4 years, you just ain't gonna beat like Shoreditch, Soho, little corners, right?
Yeah, the best food is London.
So like like on the food like thing, you're saying we shouldn't really be eating McDonald's, but you eat it?
I don't have McDonald's. If anything, I had KFC for the first time in 2 years, and it tasted so good. It tasted, honestly, it was in Ibiza, and went to Ibiza. On a Monday we had STK.
Okay, nice.
On a Tuesday we had KFC. Which meal was better? KFC.
KFC probably is,
KFC is better than STK.
The steak is like, you go because you go, right, at STK.
I can't believe how nice KFC was.
Yeah.
And obviously I can't, with food, I realised that if you like something one day, never go back the next day.
Yeah.
Leave it about a year again and it'll taste the same. Because the next day you expect it to be a certain way, but it won't match you.
Yeah.
And that's how KFC should be next year again. But it tastes so good.
Yeah, no, I have one McDonald's a year and that's me done. But the rest of the year, I'm not going to any of those drive-thrus. Yeah. And then so the standard rule is no, we shouldn't be eating these like fast food takeaways.
Yeah. But you can't avoid it.
Yeah, and we just shouldn't be hard on ourselves.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hard. Listen, shouldn't be hard. The main thing I believe that gets people is sugar.
Yeah.
And many people say, but I don't have sugar. But people don't realise that it's not a biscuit or sweet or chocolate. It might be your soup. It might be the bread. It might be the pasta. Because I know how to cook now. So I know what I need to put in that recipe to make it go from this to that. And that's butter and sugar.
100%. That's all there is. And salt.
So but salt's in the food. So, but butter and sugar, I can change anyone's food.
Yeah, and then you're lean.
When I used to eat Pizza Hut years ago, my favourite thing was the barbecue base. Yeah.
Sugar in it.
Yeah, sugar.
Yeah. And their bread crust has like sugar in it, right? Everything. But that's because, like, do you tell people to look at labels on food?
I always tell people don't look at calories, look at labels.
Yeah.
Calories mean nothing.
Yeah. Really?
Calories mean nothing.
But that's when when they're training with you.
In general, calories mean nothing.
What? How do you mean that?
Because I can tell you I've eaten 200 calories today.
Yeah.
You'll be, oh yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah.
But you haven't asked me any question about what I've eaten today. Or you care about the calories.
Oh, because we get stuck on calories, right?
Yeah.
But because I still try and stay, like, even now, because I put on a bit of weight, like between 15,000, 1,500.
But what about
it helps me, like, compartmentalize my meals,
Yeah.
right? And then it stops me from, like, having snacks that I wouldn't do if I'm free.
Yeah.
You know. But the main thing, before I do that, my meals need to be nutritious with protein.
Yeah.
You know, like, with every meal needs a bit of green in it.
Yeah.
It just keeps me in it.
But what about if I tell you to do that, but just look at the protein content and sugar content rather than looking at calories?
I mean, I do that already, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't really eat sugar
Yeah.
unless it's in a kombucha.
Yeah.
So for me, yeah, it just don't you think it helps keep it in?
I'm
Check.
not a fan of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people love it.
Is it like the scales? You know, like we get stuck on
Yeah.
what do I weigh? In
Yeah.
calories, you get stuck on what you weigh, but you might be eating.
But even with calories, if you feel like you've got to be a certain number, I can tell you one thing right now. You'd be like, okay, how much do you weigh?
Me,
Yeah.
53.5 kgs.
Okay, if I ask somebody else that question, they'll say, I'm around 55, 56. Okay, how many calories do you have a day? I have about 2,000 calories. Calories is based on how much you weigh.
Yeah.
So for you to eat 1,500 calories a day, you've got to know how much you weigh that same day.
That same day.
Well,
Generally.
Yeah, you've got to know how much you weigh. 'Cause calories is based on how much you weigh.
Yeah, it's like everything. If
Yeah.
you're not doing your research,
Yeah.
then it's pointless anyway,
Yeah,
right?
So if you're eating 2,000 calories based on, because you do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then it's game over anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I suppose that your approach is just really simple. So if I'm doing 15,000 calories, then I'm spending all this time thinking how many calories is this, whereas I could just eat.
You can just look at it and say, okay, protein, fiber, carbohydrate, sugar,
Yeah.
all done.
And you don't get, like, your clients to weigh their food and any of that stuff.
I've done that years ago when I was bodybuilding, but
Yeah.
for now, I personally would never. Obviously, I weigh my food 'cause I cook a lot, but I wouldn't tell anyone to weigh their food.
Really?
At first, if you try to lose weight, yes, get that rough idea of what's going on. But after a while, everyone cooks, everyone knows what they need and what on their plate.
Yeah. No, because for a bit I was like, I'm not going to start taking mini scales
Yeah.
around with me travelling.
Yeah.
So you just, like, kind of work it out. But yeah, I suppose the only other thing was, like, were there any other parts about, like, your online program or your one-on-one sessions that...
So my one-on-one sessions are done here, if I can help it, and I do online training, which is one-to-one, and that means I create programs for clients,
Yeah.
like I was talking about, and you fill out a form, and I try and create a program to your best of ability. And one thing I always tell people is that month 1 is a real tester month. Month 2, I'll get it better.
Yeah.
Because month 1 is basically me finding out who you are, what works for you, and what doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
And month 1 might be, okay, I might add something that I won't add in month 2. And always realize that you're going to get to a stage where you have to make small changes. And those small changes will make big differences. If you say you're 20 kilos, sorry, you're 20 stone, and you want to lose 10 stone, in month 1 you could probably still have the biscuits, the cakes, the chocolates, but at reduced rate.
Yeah.
When you get to the 13, 14 stone, you might just have to have one a day rather than having it as a big meal.
Yeah.
So you've got to understand that there's a process to everything you're doing in online training. And just because you can't go from 0 to 100,
Yeah.
like things will have to be tailored along the way.
So it's like small changes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cause what I've had happen before is clients said to me, "Oh, why didn't you tell me this at the beginning?" Because you weren't ready for that at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, is that, like, one of your biggest challenges, that people feel like things are all having to change a lot?
Yeah. No. Well, I think big challenge that people want to do the big goals or the big changes in month 1.
Yeah, straight away.
But you have to be ready for those changes as they go along. There's people, for example, I say myself, if you told me right now to go stretch for 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day, I could do that.
Yeah.
But people nowadays who have to tell go and train for 1 minute a day. Just 1 minute a day, and that'll be it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's all I'll do for month one. And we get to the point, oh, this is too easy, can you give me more? Then you're ready for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you're ready for 3 minutes. Then you're ready for 4 minutes. Then you're ready for 5 minutes. And so on.
Yeah. So like, are the best transformations with people who you've built it up slowly rather than...
Always.
Yeah.
I remember training a girl who was 18 stone and she went down 10.5 stone. It took her 18 months to 2 years. And the reason why that transformation was so good, because she struggled. And that's the best thing about it. I went to her, I'm glad you struggled, because now you're never going to be overweight again.
Because she struggled and she carried on doing it, and then it's more meaningful.
Yeah, and I was like, you'll never be overweight again.
Yeah.
So why is that? Because you know how hard it was to get to where you are today.
Yeah.
And they are the best and the most likely clients to keep the weight off.
They're the ones that keep it off for the longest.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know, with like some of your more high profile clients, do you find like it's that struggle, or is it a mindset, or? With
high profile clients, one thing you have to realize is you're in charge. I'm in charge.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I struggled with at the beginning when I started training high profile people, is that, oh, I can't believe they're listening to me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're listening to me. But you're this person. You're listening to me.
Yeah.
But you've got to realize is they're human and they're there to take your advice to become a better person.
Yeah.
I've only had one high profile client which I didn't like. Did not like her. Yeah, didn't like her. To this day I don't like her.
Are you in charge with your non-high profile cases?
I'm in charge. That's the problem. That's why I said to you, I struggle in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm in charge wherever I go.
Yeah.
I'm in charge in the gym. I'm in charge when I train people. I'm in charge. My whole life is in charge. So when I go to a yoga class, I'm not in charge. That's so relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you want to be in charge in life, but you don't want to be in charge all the time.
Yeah, that's the hard thing with picking the right partner, I think.
You want someone to tell you, you know what, today we're having chicken for dinner, and this is where we're going, and this is what we're doing today.
Yeah.
And you're like, yes, okay.
Then it's like, thank you.
Not, okay, should we go out tonight? And you go, okay, where are we going then?
Yeah, that's not the same energy. You don't want that vibe, man.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. I mean, should we do a little workout or something for 5 minutes?
Box jumps.
Oh, I'm going to be terrible at them, but I can. Wouldn't mind doing that.
Pull up.
I can't do a pull-up.
Can't you do a pull-up?
All I can do is hang from that bar. I can see whether I can beat you at hanging from that bar.
Okay, let's go then.
All right.
Hit the follow button on the podcast platform where you're listening to this. It helps us produce these episodes, take you guys to those wonderful places if you're watching online, and hopefully is sharing with you some inspiring nuggets of information.
Whenever he went to the gym, I went to the gym. Boys had to be boys and strong.
Do you always home train or do you go to any gyms?
I go gym, man. I don't train them.
Yeah. You're doing this so seriously. My hand's slipping.